Hey folks, it's Dave back here in Studio C giving Gridiron Wars another go through. And well, what happens when you take all of these charts here that were in the game that we looked at in the last video, and you take all of these charts here and you turn them into fast action cards? Well, you get this. Yep. These are all the fast action cards that I printed out today, cut up. I even cornered them too. They didn't come out too bad actually. Let me see. Here's a good one here. I don't know if you can see that there, but I put all the round corners on it like I do with some of the other things there, and they're kind of neat. They look pretty good, I think. So anyway, so here's what we got going on here. So I got all the cards up here. I'm going to play a little bit of basic mode, okay? And these do help out. I got to say, in all honesty, I think the fast action cards definitely smooth out the game a little bit, okay? There's still a lot of math to do. And what they've done that I really like is they've converted the letters to numbers, okay? And I believe this is what we're looking at here. So if you look at the ratings of the players, you can see that they had a letter and there's a number next to it. And I'm pretty sure that's the number that we're using with the fast action card. So at least they've done that for us, okay? But there's still a lot going on, and I haven't even get into all the little things what happens when the craziness happens, okay? So let's just run through a couple of sample plays. All right, so we're going to roll the dice here after the kickoff and see what happens. So kicking off will be the Jets. They'll kick it off. I think they were kicking from the 30 back then. I'm not sure. So it's going to be John Hall, whose kickoff rating is B, okay? So kickoff rating of B. And so this is nice and easy. This kickoff B goes to the 4. So there's no rolling dice and going to the chart. It's right here. This is really great. So it's a 4. So he kicks it to the 4. So now let's see who gets it if there's a penalty. So I roll this for my penalty. 1 is out of bounds. 6 is a penalty check. So we're going to check for the penalty after this play is over. 21, kick returner, Kevin Falk. He's an S. Okay? So the kick return S is a 16. So he goes from the 4 to the 20. So it's first and 10 at the 20. But let's check the penalty, okay? So we flip to see what it's going to be. It's going to be D1. So the team without the ball on the kickoff is the defense. That's how I play it. A D1 is a penalty because they're a D2. So it's going to be a penalty on the kicking team. And the penalty on the kicking team, okay, it's offsetting penalties. So nothing happens. So it's first and 10 New England at the 20, okay? And again, over here, you could mark off your timing of the plays. I'm not going to do that right now because that's just something else that's going to confuse me with this video, and it's been confusing enough. I want to get through some basic plays before I get into the actual timing of the game, but there is ways to time the game, okay? But I do use this for penalty checks, and I do use this for basic defense. So, New England's going to call a run, and this is how I've been doing it, using the basic chart with the fast action cards. Okay. Roll all 4 dice. New England calls a run, okay? So the Jets are calling a blitz. A 6 is a blitz, okay? There's no penalty. The play doesn't go out of bounds. And we're going to hand it off to 24. 24 is Antoine Smith, okay? Antoine Smith is a 13 rating. The Jets' defense is 2. So we add 2. So he's a 15, okay? A 15... And now we just flip the card here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. On a blitz, we increase the rushing. Right? So you see, blitz decreases this, increases the sack, increases the rushing, and increases the rushing. Okay, so the rushing gets 2. So we go from 13 to 15 to 17 because they're blitzing right off the bat. So a 17. So I flip the card here, and I look for 17 run, and that's a B. That's a breakout. Ooh, right off the bat, Antoine Smith busts through the line. Okay, so his breakout or breakaway is a C. So we go to breakaway C, and he gets 20 yards plus a roll of the dice. That's a big gain. So it's 24 yards. So 10, 20, 1, 2, 3. He busts it up to the 44-yard line. First down, New England. And so that's kind of how a basic play works. Let's do another just basic run, shall we? All right, so we roll the dice, no penalty. Jets are playing a normal defense, so there's going to be no adjustments at all. And 24, it's going to be Antoine Smith again. And again, if I wanted to, I could point out, let's go Mark Edwards. I'm going to hand it off to somebody different. Edwards is a 7. 7 plus 2, because of the defense here. The rushing defense is a 2. So he's going to be 7 plus 2 is 9. There's no adjustments because they're playing normal. And that's a 9. So we flip over here. I got my cards all mixed up over here. We flip over here. We flip over here. We want one of these cards. A 9 on running. Uh-oh. Potential fumble. So he's 3. So he gains 3 yards. So he gets up to the 47 and he potentially fumbles. His fumble rating is C. So we flip on the fumbles and there's no fumble. Okay, so he either fumbled and he got it back or there was no fumble. So we go to second down. And again, if we were keeping time, we would move the time over here. So let's do a basic pass. Okay, so the Patriots are going to pass. Okay, the Jets are playing a pass defense. There is going to be, the play's going to go out of bounds. So if we were keeping time, we would click off half a play. And 52. So we're going to pass the ball to Edwards out of the backfield. Mark Edwards. Brady looking to pass to Edwards. So Brady is a 19. The pass rating is 0. But because they played pass, we subtract 2 from Brady. Okay? So Brady goes from 19 to 17. So we just flip a card and look for passing. Now, everything's good. 1 to 26 is good. I believe you're only going to get 1 to 26, so it's complete. So it's complete to Edwards. Edwards is a 2 rating, but because they had the pass defense, if we subtract 1, so he's a 1 rating. So a receiving 1. Why are these cards over here? Receiving 1 is 7 yards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we get the first down. So Brady gets the first down for the Patriots. One more passing play in basic mode, then we'll go to advanced mode, okay? So, and that play went out of bounds because I rolled the 1, so that would affect your timing here. So another pass play for the Patriots. I'm going to call somebody out. I'm going to go Terry. I'm going to go to Wiggy. I'm going to go to Jermaine Wiggins. We're going to try to pass to Jermaine Wiggins, so I don't really need to roll this because I called my receiver out. So we're going to roll the dice here on first down. We got a penalty check coming up. And the defense is playing normal. So it's a normal play. So Brady is a 19. There's no adjustment. So he's a 19. So that's incomplete. 1 to 26 is incomplete. Let's check the penalty. So we flip over here, and it's D3. The Jets are D2. So they only get a penalty on D1 or D2. So D3 is nothing. So that pass is incomplete. So sometimes it's that simple. Let's go to advanced mode, okay? What advanced mode does is it introduces different lengths of passes, okay? So if you can see over here on the bottom of the chart there, you can see how I can go short, medium, long, and a bomb, okay? So that really opens things up. I really like that. But then what you got to do is you got to go to the advanced defense, okay? And this is the advanced defense chart, and I'm really just using the balanced defense here. And you roll the dice, and you go across, so it's either pass, run, or blitz. So again, pass, run, or blitz. If you look over here on my advanced chart, everything has pass, run, or blitz columns. So my quarterback rating now changes. My interception rating now changes. My rush rating now changes. My reception rating changes, and my breakaway rating changes, and my sack rating changes, depending on the play called and the defense called. There's a lot of work trying to figure this out, and I probably have screwed this up already because there's so much going on, but we're going to try it. So we're going to try a run, okay? A simple run. So I'm going to let the dice choose who gets the ball, okay? So there's no penalty, no nothing there. The defense now, on a normal play, a 5 is a run. So they're playing run on a run. So let's see if we can do this now. 46 is Mark Edwards. He's a 7. The rush defense is a 2, so 7 plus 2 is 9. Over here, if I'm rushing, and they call run, it's -3. So he goes from 7 to 9 to 6. So Mark Edwards gets the ball in a 6. A 6 running is 4 yards. 2 to 14 is 4 yards. So it's 4 yards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's second down. And so actually, I think that other pass was incomplete. So whatever the down would be, okay. I'm not really keeping track of this. I'm just kind of showing you plays. So we'd advance the down. He gets 3 yards. So let's do one more run, okay. And so it's going to be no penalty, no nothing. Okay, they're going to blitz. and it's 55. So this time it's going to be Terry Glenn, probably on some kind of reverse. Terry Glenn running is a 10. Okay, now because they called a blitz, okay, 10 plus 2 is 12. Let's get the defense out of the way. So he's 12. And we come over here on a rush. If they call a blitz, we add 2. So he's a 14. So they blitz, they guess wrong. It's a 14. So a 14 run is -1 yard. So they got him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses a yard and it's third down. So it's a lot, but at the same time, I like the fact that in the advanced mode, you can guess right and guess wrong, and that may help or hurt you. Now, in this case, they guessed wrong, but they still got him behind the line of scrimmage, okay? So let's try a pass now in advance, and this is where it gets crazy, okay? So New England's going to pass, and we're going to roll the dice here. Okay, so the play will go out of bounds, so if you're keeping the timing, the play will go out of bounds. They're in a run defense, let's call it, okay? So let's just say they went with run defense. So we're going to try to pass to Troy Brown. So Brady, okay, 19, the pass rating is 0, so he's a 19, okay? Now they called, what do we say? They called a run, okay? Now I got to call what kind of pass it's going to be, so I'm going to say medium pass, okay? A medium pass with a run, I would add 2, so Brady is 19 plus 0 is 19 plus 2 is 21. So now Brady is 21 on a pass, and that is a sack on a 3. So the sack rating now, okay, on a medium pass, it would be subtracted 1. So Brady's a sack 3 rather. So, okay, let's slow down here. Brady's a sack 3. Because they were in run formation and I went for a medium pass, it says -1 on the sack rating. So his sack rating goes from S3 to S2. So here, the S3 would have been a sack, but it's not a sack because it's S2. So he avoids the sack. And now I think on that, he's a hurry. So now he's got to run. So Brady's got to run, and his running rating is a 2. And on a running rating of 2, it's 4 yards. So he scrambles for 4 yards. 1, 2, 3, if I did that right. So you see, there's a lot of adjustments that go on. So let's try a bomb. Okay, let's try a bomb. Oh, and the play went out of bounds. So we're going to try a bomb. All right, so there's no penalty check. They're blitzing, and I'm trying to throw that to Troy Brown again. So they're blitzing, and let's see how this goes here. So Brady, 19, no adjustment, 19. A blitz on a bomb, oh boy, so -13. So Brady goes from 19 to 3. That's a long way. So he's a rating 3 right now in this pass. And a rating of 3 is incomplete. So 1 to 16 is incomplete. Now, if I was just doing a short pass and then he blitz, or a medium pass, I would have completed it because a 17 is completed. So Brady's a 19. So if I went short pass, -2, he was a 17, is completed. Short pass is completed, but because I went a bomb, he went all the way down to 3, and as you can see here under pass, that's incomplete. So we move here. So that's kind of how it goes here. So let's punt. All right, Patriots are going to punt. All right. So what I do, I roll this right here. This is how I do it now. Okay, this is just how Dave does it. So 3 6s, it's blocked. That's what it says in the rules. 3 6s, it's blocked. So it's not blocked. So what I do is I use this to determine who's going to get the punt. Okay. Kenny Walter, his punt rating is T. So T on the punt is 39. So he gets that 1 yard deep into the end zone. Now, I could try for the coffin corner because I was on the 38, but for all intents and purposes, let's just do a normal punt, okay? 16 on the punt return is Craig Yeast. Yeast is an S. Punt return S is 13 yards, so he brings it out to the 12. And, I could have rolled for a penalty. There's no penalty on the play, and that's where we go. So the Jets would get the ball here, first down. So the fast action cards, they do help. They do. The fast action cards help. However, there's still a lot of math to be done. And if you go super advanced, which I didn't, you can see that there's now, instead of 3 defensive things here, there's now 5. Okay? There's 5. that just makes it even more crazy. And then there's more charts you'd have to print to roll and to see what defense you're going to call. So, I like the variety in it. Okay, I think there's definitely some fun to be had in here. I just think that all the rating changes, and you got to check the defense, and then you got to check the chart. And then sometimes, like I say, if it's a completed pass, you got to check the chart again. If it's a sack, you got to check the chart. It's just there's just a lot of on the fly adjustments going on, and I think that makes it really difficult to get a flow going. Especially when you got a potential fumble or a potential interception, then you're really rolling a lot of dice, And whereas the fast action football, I'm gonna probably break that out and compare these two. But the fast action football, it didn't have as much depth and variety, but it also didn't have the complications that this has. So as you can see, again, that's I guess this would be part 2, or I don't know, maybe part 3 of Gridiron Wars for Downey games with the fast action cards. As I gave that a go, it does simplify the chart lookup, but still, everything here before you even get to the chart or get to the fast action card is a lot of math to be done in your head and a lot of figuring out. And that's for you to decide if that's something you would enjoy or not. I'm not sure yet. Jury's still out on this game. I need to go back to fast action, and if that flows much better than this, and that'll be my go-to game. But I took all day today printing out all these here and cutting them up, and well, now I have them if I need them. So anyway, I'm Dave from Studio C, playing some Gridiron Wars again. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.